Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So along with the market update, today we'll also be talking about the seller side in regards to the dangers of overpricing. So more on that when we get back. A key factor in selling a home quickly and for top dollar is to avoid price reductions. A house is not just a building with rooms. It is a home where there's so many memories are made, and it is where baby takes its first steps, kids learn to ride their bikes, and numerous birthday celebrations and family gatherings occur. A home is where life transpires and is a special piece of a family's history. A home is emotional, more than just a dwelling. So in pricing a home, many sellers have an extremely difficult time pulling the emotion out of the equation. After all, it is worth so much more in factoring in the memories, but unfortunately, when it comes to selling a home, none of this factors into the price. So ultimately, when a home initially comes on the market, the price will determine a seller's success. So one of the most crucial steps in being able to sell quickly, open escrow, and obtain the highest possible net proceeds from a sellable home is to carefully arrive at its fair market value. Yes, the current market is a sizzling hot seller's market where homeowners are obtaining multiple offers that are markedly close to their asking prices. In many cases, they are even able to get more than the asking price. Yet in every price range, homes sit without success. 32% of homes in Los Angeles County have been on the market for over 2 months. And in Orange County, it was 33%. And so despite the hot market, buyers really do not want to pay much more than the most recent closed sale. So given that there's a shortage of homes on the market and the demand is exceptionally strong, buyers are willing to stretch a little bit, but not a lot. So accurate pricing is still fundamental regardless of the state of housing. Throwing a price out there just to test the market is not a wise strategy. Ultimately, when the asking prices of homes must be reduced in order to secure offers to purchase, it not only takes longer to sell, sellers sell for less. The net proceeds check at the close of escrow is less if a price reduction is required. It's very telling to look at the sales price to last list price ratio. This refers to the final list price prior to opening escrow. These are averages, meaning there are exceptions, but the overall trend is stunning. In Los Angeles County, 82% of all closed sales in August did not reduce the asking price at all. And the sales price to last list price ratio for these homes was 99.5%, meaning on average, a home sold within 0.5% of the asking price. In Orange County, 76% of all closed sales in August did not reduce the asking price at all. And the sales price to last list price ratio for those homes was 99.6%, meaning on average, a home sold within 0.4% of the asking price. So a home listed at $700,000 sold for $697,200. Accurately pricing is critical in obtaining the highest and best sales price. Homes that do not have to reduce ultimately sell for more in a lot less time. The amount of market time increases substantially for those that must reduce. And there's a lot of price reductions occurring every week right now. An astonishing 13% of all active listings reduced their asking prices last week in Los Angeles County, and 11% for Orange County. Carefully pricing a home is vital to cashing on today's hot sellers market. The first few weeks after coming on the market is the crucial time period with the greatest exposure and heightened buyer activity. This occurs because there are so many buyers who have not yet isolated a home, and they're eagerly waiting on the sidelines for something to come on the market that meets their criteria. So every time a home pops up in the market, there's a flood of initial activity as potential buyers try to be one of the first to take a look. There is more activity in the initial 2 weeks entering the fray than any other time when a home is marketed. With the internet, the period is even more important. So most buyers subscribe to a service that allows them to search homes that are on the market. So when a home is newly listed, Buyers receive email notifications, and they are at the top of the list of homes available that matches the buyer's criteria. When sellers overprice their homes and do not properly take advantage of the first few weeks after coming on the market, eventually they must improve the price through a reduction. Reducing the price to be more in line with the home's fair market value is not met with nearly the same fanfare as a home new to the market. The excitement is no longer there, and when something is brand new, that's exciting. When something has been exposed to the market for a while, it becomes a bit shop-worn and loses some of its marketing luster. So now on to active inventories. In LA County, the active listing inventory increased by 221 homes in the past 2 weeks, up 2%, and now sits at 10,400, its highest level of the year. It is still the lowest level for September since tracking began in 2012. In Orange County, the active listing inventory shed 39 homes in the past 2 weeks, down 1%, and now sits at 4,213, the lowest level for September since tracking began in 2004. So autumn is finally here, but the market is not evolving like the season. Typically during the autumn market, both the overall market downshifts with a drop in both supply and demand. It is not the most advantageous time of the year for families to move when the kids go back to school. So both supply and demand downshift. But this year, demand is dropping while the supply of homes are on the rise. That normally occurs during the summer market. Because the spring market was postponed to the summer months, it makes sense that the summer market would be postponed during autumn. Yet in all of Southern California, this unusual trend is only occurring in Los Angeles. Demand, which is the number of pending sales over the prior month in LA County, decreased by 223 pending sales in the past 2 weeks, down 3%, and now totals 6,497. And as for Orange County, it decreased by 84 pending sales in the past 2 weeks, down 3%, and now totals 3,256. So it appears as if demand peaked 2 weeks ago. As for the luxury end, in the past 2 weeks for LA County, the demand for homes above 1.5 million decreased by 42 pending sales, down 5%, and now totals 884. Orange County demand for homes above 1.25 million decreased by 31 pending sales, down 5%, and now totals 587. It appears as if the autumn market is grabbing hold of the luxury market. But even so, luxury demand is still elevated and quite robust. And finally, here are some numbers from city to city. In the month of August, the total number of units sold in San Pedro was 66, with the average price of $648,369. Baldwin Park had 25 units, sold with the average price of $479,302. Anaheim had 114 units with the average price of $602,607. And Santa Ana had 107 units with the average price of $618,513. Well, that'll do it. I hope you guys found this info helpful. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.